I trying to say? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. My name is Hannah and I'm an author from the south of England. This video is all about handwriting. Sounds really exciting, doesn't it? A while back I watched a video on Bethany's channel that was all about handwriting. She basically had a crack at handwriting a short story in response to seeing lots of people on authortube saying that they handwrite their first drafts, whether that is a novel or like a novella or a short story, whatever. So yeah, I watched the video. Bethany seemed like she had a great time, even if her hand did hurt and her notepad was very nice. And whilst I was watching it, I'm not going to lie, my initial reaction was, I am absolutely not doing that. I can't be bothered to do that. I actually quite like handwriting sometimes, but I'm a really fast typer. I can get a lot of words down in an hour. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And then a couple of days later, I was thinking about a new story idea, probably for a novella, and I started typing out some ideas and I just felt really distracted. I felt like I kept flicking over to social media. I spent a lot of time on YouTube rather than doing any writing. I slipped into research mode rather than writing mode. And I thought that maybe the distraction was the problem. I'm pretty easily distracted. I quite like a good procrastinating session. So I thought that actually, fully inspired by Bethany's channel, I would actually give this a go. I have a go at writing the first draft of my novella, which might end up being a novel, by hand. Yeah, so I started. I have already started this because I didn't know if I would stick to it, but I've been doing it for just over a week now. I started on the 6th of December, and since the 6th of December, so that was a week ago, I have handwritten 35 pages. And I feel like I've already learned quite a lot about handwriting. I think the pros for me so far have been that I'm nowhere near as distracted. Normally I would get up like an hour before work, get the laptop out, or my personal laptop out, to do some writing, and then I would continue staring at my work laptop for 8 hours. And then the second I finish that, I'll go back to my personal laptop to do some more writing. So being able to get up in the morning and like just chill out a bit, grab my notepad, sit on the sofa and just write for an hour, it feels quite liberating. There's something that I can't quite describe about putting a pen to paper that feels so much different to typing. Yeah, so that's a big pro for me so far. The second pro I would say is I feel genuinely more immersed in the story. I feel like because I'm forcing myself to write that bit slower, I'm taking a bit more care about where I want my characters to go. So that's really interesting. I've also thoroughly enjoyed not worrying about how many words I'm writing. Normally my goal would be to write around 1,000 words a day, and try and hit that at least 5 days a week. Sometimes I'll give myself the weekend or whatever off. But since handwriting, I just pick up wherever I left off and I just write until I want to keep writing. Normally if I'm doing 1,000 words on my laptop, I'll get to the 1,000 words and I'll be like, right, I'm done for today. So anything extra is a bonus. Whereas handwriting, I don't know where I am, and I'm focusing more on writing a scene or writing a beat or writing a section rather than writing to the 1,000 word count, if that makes sense. I haven't properly counted up the words. I also haven't transcribed this yet, which worries me a little bit, because if I can write 35 pages in a week, then I'm going to rack some pages up pretty quickly, and transcribing them all at once sounds a little bit hellish. So I think what I'm going to plan to do is try to transcribe once a week. Yeah, and try as hard as I can not to edit it whilst I'm transcribing it. But I do know that I roughly write around 230 words per page, and I am on, I think I said 35, didn't I? Yeah, I'm on 35 and a half, but 35 pages. So actually, if the 230 words per page is accurate, then I have written just over 8,000 words a week, which is actually more than I would have written on my laptop. First, once I've transcribed it, I'll see how accurate that is, but that's quite exciting. So anyway, I figured this video is basically just like my kick-off to this challenge. I am going to have a go at writing this story entirely by hand, and I just kind of want to log how it makes me feel, how it's affecting my writing, how it's impacting my concentration and my focus levels. And yeah, I just want to see what kind of impact it has, really. I originally plotted out this idea, it's very separate to anything I've written before. It is horror. I'm not going to go into too much detail about what it is yet. I think once I finish the first draft, I'll start sharing what it's actually about. But I originally planned for it to be a novella, so around 40,000 words long. I am now not so sure if it's going to be a novella or if it will be a full-length novel. I don't really know. I'm just going to write it and see what it wants to become. Normally when I plan out a novel, I plan out where the word count should be per each beat, so I know roughly how long it is and what my overall word count goal is. I don't have any of that this time. I'm literally just going to buy a couple of A4 notepads and just write until I finish. So that's it for this video really. Yeah, I just wanted to log my first week of writing by hand. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, though my hand does cramp up a lot, so take breaks if you're doing it, I guess. And yeah, I think I'll probably do one of these videos every couple of weeks just to check in, see roughly how many words I'm at, see how I'm finding the experience, and see if I have caved and written on the laptop. Do you write by hand? Because I would love some tips. Do you transcribe like the whole thing once you finish the whole thing, or do you transcribe a bit per week? That's my biggest question. If you do write by hand, let me know in the comments below. I would definitely love to have a chat and steal some tips, because I need some. Thanks for watching. As always, if you did enjoy this video, please do hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel. And I will be back next week with another video. Bye.